What's up, YouTube? Today we're going to be looking at different areas of San Antonio so that you can get a below surface level understanding of the city's layout and the homes in the area. I made this video to help you figure out what area of town might suit you best. My name is Gabe. I'm a realtor here in San Antonio. The majority of my family lives here, and I've grown up here since I was 4 years old, so I know the area pretty well. I also want you to keep in mind that the average home price in San Antonio for a single family home based on the last 6 months is $393,000. Now, based on where you're watching this from, that might sound like a little, that might sound like a lot, but one of the great things about San Antonio is the diversity of homes and the home prices. I've structured the video so that we start with the area that had the lowest home sold price in the last 6 months, and then we work our way up. That being said, let me show you around. Wrapping up the inner city with downtown San Antonio, here we go. There are so many events held here, really good restaurants, and experiences to be had. Right now we're on the very famous River Walk. You can eat, drink, shop, and even ride a boat along the river. This is actually the same river that connects the missions we talked about earlier. The River Center Mall, Tower Americas, Convention Center, and of course the Alamo are all very close to each other. The Blue Star Art Complex is a place where you can eat, drink, shop, and enjoy some art. And every first Friday of the month, artists from all over the city can come and sell their art. And technically the Pearl isn't downtown according to the borders here, but if you say Pearl, you might as well just say downtown. It used to be a brewing complex, but it's now somewhere to enjoy some really delicious food. You can chill with some friends in the courtyard. The average home price for downtown is $424,000, ranging from $130,000 to $1.3 million. This home is listed at $445,000 and was built in 1938. Sure doesn't look like it though. I really like the high ceilings and the modern fixtures. As we take a look around the neighborhood, it doesn't seem like the other homes look quite as modern, but that's the thing about the area. It's slowly being gentrified, both the commercial buildings and living spaces. Alright, jumping into the most expensive areas to live in San Antonio. We'll start out with part of Stone Oak on the left here along 281. There's a long chain of shopping centers along 281, and to the right becomes a residential area, and also into the other community referred to as Bulverde. And there's not too much besides a few active quarries, but if you go a little bit further out north is the Natural Bridge Caverns, a wildlife safari, which is basically just a drive-through zoo, and a little bit further is Canyon Lake. Wrapping up this area is Selma on the right along I-35. Rolling Oaks Mall is not the most popular mall, so if you don't like crowded malls, this is going to be a good fit. The average home price in this area is $460,000, ranging from $240,000 to $1.4 million. This home we're looking at is listed at $450,000 and built in 2009. I really liked how they personalized and decorated the house. North San Antonio, otherwise known as Chavano Park, Hill Country Village, Hollywood Park, or Castle Hills, all of which are their own municipalities and are well known for having the strictest police. You can speed almost anywhere else in San Antonio, but I wouldn't recommend speeding in these areas. Other than houses, there's not much going on besides a few shopping centers. The most popular one would have to be the Allen Market. It's a great layout for shopping, groceries, restaurants, and even healthcare. This area has plentiful mature oak trees that make it feel less exposed to the city and well rooted. The average home price is also $460,000, ranging from $135,000 to $2.3 million. This home is listed at $435,000 and built in '76. This home, at the time of filming, was housing some pretty proud San Antonians, just judging by the wall decor. A few metal Lone Stars, the Texas and American flag, as well as Fiesta posters. They are amazing posters, and I'm glad I'm getting to show you right now. If you're not sure what Fiesta is, it translates to party or festival, and for about 2 weeks in April, San Antonio has parades, carnivals, and all sorts of events to eat and drink. Most events are happening in downtown, but it's very unique to San Antonio. This is the Northeast, referred to more as the Quarry or Alamo Heights. For starters, the quarry was a cement plant and was reopened in the late 90s as a shopping center that kept up with the factory facade. You could shop, eat, drink, and watch movies, get a haircut, golf, get medical treatment, and even live here. I actually worked at one of these restaurants here, and it was the best job I had growing up. Very close to the quarry is the San Antonio Zoo, San Antonio Museum of Art, the McName Museum, Japanese Tea Garden, which we're looking at now, Botanical Garden, the Whitty Museum, and the Dooseum. Joint Base San Antonio Fort Sam Houston, where my reserve unit is stationed, and Broadway Street, which is like the New York one, but instead of theaters, there's a lot of restaurants and shopping unique to San Antonio. Just like there's plenty to do here, there's also plenty of really nice houses to live here too, with the average home price being $523,000, ranging from $110,000 to $4.5 million. This home was listed at $525,000. Getting really close to the end here is La Cantera. Besides a few neighborhood names and the small town of Helotes on the left, there's not a technical name for this entire area, so when people talk about this area, they usually talk about the main attractions and features like La Cantera, which is a beautiful outdoor mall with a luxury resort and spa behind it, and Six Flags Fiesta Texas, of course. Besides that, and a few shopping centers on I-10, 1604, and Bandera, it's a pretty sparse residential area compared to the rest of the city, and it will quickly feel like the hill country rather than the city by just driving north. I picked out Scenic Loop to show y'all how wooded it can get while being in the middle of a neighborhood. Not all are like this, but I'd say it's something the area is known for. The average home price is $574,000, ranging from $282,000 to $1.5 million. The home is listed at $550,000 and was built in 1981. What I like about this area is that most of the homes have a very unique layout and materials used. The final area of San Antonio is the far north. There's two different nicknames for this area. If you're closer to I-10, this is the Dominion. If you're closer to 281, you're in Stone Oak. Dividing them is Camp Bullis, which is an army training area. Over on the Dominion side is a very large and expanding shopping center called The Rim. They just completed the South Rim this year. There are so many big name retailers and restaurants, bars, spas, salons, furniture stores, a Bass Pro, a huge movie theater much like Casablanca, a walking path, Top Golf, car vending machine, indoor go-karts, and apartments. Above the Rim are smaller shopping centers and a Ferrari dealership that leads into the Dominion proper. This guard-gated community is where head coach and other members of the San Antonio Spurs used to live. More about the other side of Camp Bullis is Stone Oak. There are shopping centers and restaurants all along 281. We're on Stone Oak Parkway now, and it feels like the neighborhood version of what's on 281. Just shops on both sides. This side of Camp Bullis is pretty dense with homes. The average home price for the entire far north is $583,000, ranging from $110,000 to $4.25 million. This home was built in 1997 and was listed at $565,000. I want to remind you that the homes I showed you and the prices are not exclusive to each area. That's why I mentioned the price range in each area. I wanted to show you that on average, what homes would look like at these certain price points. And I know I talked about more areas than others, and I do have my personal favorites, but ultimately it's going to come down to your assessment and how each area speaks to you. I hope the video helped you become more familiar with San Antonio in some way. My contact information is in the description. And if you think you might move down here sometime, just hit me up and we'll go from there. Thanks for watching the video. I'll see y'all soon.